You think you out here living free because there's no one left to correct you. You think you've grown because nobody called you out. You think your silence is peace, but maybe you're just a spiritual fugitive with really good Wi-Fi. So let me be real with you. You are not canceled. You are not liberated. You are not awakened. You're borderless, but you are still bound. Let's get to work. See, there was a time not long ago, especially in my generation, where correction meant something, where if you messed up, an elder reached out real quick and put hands on your life. You were dragged into the circle, not to shame you, but to return you to yourself. You didn't log off. You didn't take a break for mental health. You didn't hit the rebrand button. You stood there and you took the consequence, not because they hated you, but because they remembered who you were before you forgot. But now you fumble in public and you vanish. You rename your profile. You change your voice. You hide behind personal growth. Not growth. Avoidance. Now let me give you a visual metaphor to make it even more plain. Imagine a lion that leaves the pride. He's not exiled. He's not even wounded. He just got embarrassed in a fight. So he runs, hides, starts calling himself a lone wolf, buys a crown off Amazon and starts a coaching group for high-value animals. But here's the problem. His roar don't hit the same because nobody is around to confirm his rank. He's not healed. He's just alone. And his new identity, it's a self-protective costume built on the absence of consequence. And that is where we are. A generation of lions pretending to be wolves, not because we are strong, but because we're too ashamed to stay in the tribe after being called out and challenged. Now, let me explain how this modern sense of freedom does not equate to spiritual authority. I got a quote for you. It's from Hirschleifer. Here's what he said. When a group shares a common fate, helping one another becomes self-help. Now, in tribal times, correction was survival. You were part of something bigger. You couldn't afford to fall behind because the tribe needed you whole. And now, we're a tribe of one with a digital mask and a fake sense of consequence. The new punishment is being seen. So people choose secrecy over sanctification. But here's the raw truth. If no one can correct you, then you are already your own God. And your false freedom is your own personal hell. Now you call it liberation, but what you've created is a borderless life with no mirrors, no mentors, no governors, no growth. Now here are symptoms when we collapse consequence in our lives. You offend, then go offline. You self-destruct and blame overstimulation. You hide in aesthetics instead of repentance. You perform healing instead of embodying obedience. You've confused grace with permission. You've mistaken cancel culture for correction culture.
Oh boy.
Now, let me make it plain. The algorithm can't save you. Exposure is not intimacy, and silence isn't safety if you are still hiding from the truth. Now, with all these consequences and all this pain, you got to be asking, yo, Jeff, what do we do? If there's no tribe to correct you, no elders to put hands and rebuke you, if the world stopped caring whether you're aligned or not, there's only one thing left to do. You have to govern you, but not through hustle, not through hiding, not through performance. You govern yourself by asking the questions that keep your spirit honest. You ask to confront your memory. You seek to find your alignment. You knock to walk your truth unapologetically. So let's start with the ask and ask yourself this: who corrected you last and why'd you run from it? Who did you offend, then ghost in silence instead of owning your weight? Who do you call toxic just because they dared to mirror you? And after you ask, you seek through vision alignment. Imagine, what would it look like to build a life with built-in correction, a mirror that doesn't flatter you but forges you? What would it feel like to stop being scared of feedback because you trust who's giving it? Then we got to knock and embody movement. Reinstate the mirror. Welcome the voice that makes you flinch. Invite consequence back into your tribe. Unhide, unmask, unrun. Because if you never get rebuked, you are either too far gone or surrounded by cowards with Amazon crowns. Let's bring this to God, the infinite, the creator. My God, please bring the mirror back. Bring me to the man who won't let me lie to myself. Bring me the friend who won't let my silence become my coffin. Bring me the elder who doesn't care about my followers, but won't let my spirit die uncorrected. I don't want to be loved without consequence. I want to be known through obedience. Forgive me for thinking I was free just because I was unchallenged. Correct me in love, strike me in truth, raise me in remembrance. Because I am not afraid of boundaries. I am afraid of forgetting who I am without them. You own it or be owned by it. You either run the system or the system runs you. Change your mind, change your life. I am who I say I am. Do you and stay rich.